Let's see you, man.
How are you, brother?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good to have you here. I think you are going to witness one of the largest Independence Day marches in Europe. It's not as big as yours, but it is big. At least 200,000 people, patriots. You would not see any Antifa or any other bullshit in here. You will see how streets are clean after the march. Every single year, 100 or 200,000 people, and you will be surprised how beautiful and clean streets are, how people are taking care of their own place, how they respect their city. It's beautiful. So I think what is important, why your visit is important, because our banner, United Christian Europe, it's not just a slogan. It is a fact. What we need is United Christian Europe, not only by its faith, but by its culture, by science, by everything Christian continent, Europe, gave to the world. So I think we have to be united. It is not political. This is existential. What I believe, what I think the threat now in Europe is existential. It's not political differences. If we're not going to be united, if we're not going to unite the whole continent, this continent will be gone. That's it.
If you look through parts of Paris, parts of London, parts of Britain, it already looks like it's gone. The Christian part of it.
It is true, but you have to remember that we can rebuild it. We can restore our identity as a Christians. And again, I'm not talking only about the faith. I'm talking about the science, about Roman law, Greek philosophy, about mentality. All this diversity bullshit brings us to the trash, to litter on the streets. Not only that, I've seen your tweet. I think that was yesterday about a metro station in Paris.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a metro. It doesn't look like a Paris anymore. What's happened to this beautiful romantic place? I'm sorry to say that I love French. I love Paris, people from Paris, but it's a shithole. It is.
Have you looked at the figures of rape and sexual assault at the Eiffel Tower, at the actual grounds of the Eiffel Tower? It's insane.
The problem is that the leftists, they don't want to see data. When we're gonna sit today in the studio, I prepared a data for you, because sometimes when I'm trying to quote like official data from Eurostat, they say, oh, it's a fake. So I printed from the Eurostat web pages the newest data about unemployment, rapes, killings, stabbings, and all of this shit. So I'm so happy that you're here and that you're recording. I didn't expect it yet, but I'm happy, because you will see the difference between Warsaw and London and between Great Britain and Poland. I'm so proud to be here now. Everyone was having these jokes about Poles. How stupid and dumb we are. Who's dumb now?
This is a different... I come here a decade ago, first on, and things have shifted a lot. The Poles were flying to the UK to find work. Now I think we're in one of the biggest economies.
I mean, by 2030, GBT per capita will be higher than British. That's official data. I feel sorry for you. I'm happy that Poland's doing good. But not only that, Tommy, I'll show you.
And lots of Polish are returning home.
Yeah, but not only that, I'll show you my messages from yesterday when I posted that you are coming to Poland. I posted it on Instagram. Okay. And that's my message from English people saying, can I move to Poland? Can I move to Poland? Can you believe that? You wouldn't believe that if someone would say such a thing 15 or 20 years ago. No. Now I've got messages from English people asking, how can I move? My children are at risk. I'm scared. And this is not only women. The men are attacked as well. And by the groups, gangs. It's a fact.
We just met a Polish gentleman at the airport. He'd lived in London 20 years, but now he's had children. His child started school. He said, I had to move back.
That's right.
He said, my child was a minority, not to British. I wanted them to be... I moved to Britain. I was happy for them to be a minority to British. They're a minority to Muslims.
So first of all, safety is the main problem, but economy is shit. It's just a fact. When I was there, when I used to live in London, I was there for 5 years. Legally, I paid my taxes. I tried to learn your language, respect your culture, this and that. I had my 5 years in London. I came back to Poland. When I was there, British pound to Polish zloty was 6.5 to 1. Now it's 4.90 to 1. It's going down. So that is the problem. So when you will see the quality of life in Poland after 30 years of freedom, we are free for 30 years. That's it. Not more. Our first partially free elections were taking place in 1990. So it took 30 years, Poland, to build all this beautiful country, this beautiful economy.
And in the last 30 years, look what's happened to our country.
I'm really sorry to say that. I don't want to be rude, no. But I used to spend weekends in London. I love this place. I used to love this city. I've got my beautiful restaurants, which I like, memories, friends. I can't go there anymore, Tommy. It's not the same London. It is not. I used to live in Chiswick, in Ealing Broadway, and it's not the same anymore. It's not the same. And your minister is from W5, from Ealing.
I think the point for us, the important point for us coming here, for a British audience, is to hear strength and common sense from politicians.
Be brave. You have to have a balls. You have to be brave. You have to say as it is. We have enough. We have had enough of this bullshit of diversity, cultural enrichment, and all this bullshit. We don't want it. That's why I did say, take your engineers, take your doctors. We don't want them. Take them and pay for them. I don't give a shit. I've been called Islamophobe, just like you. I don't give a shit about these words. I don't care if they will call me a fascist. They call me communist. They call me Israeli asset. They call me Russian asset. I don't give a shit. I don't care. You know what I mean? They are trying to label us. They are trying to hold you by your neck and not let you move and say whatever they don't like. So I don't care. Nobody owns me. Nobody owns me. No one ever paid for my campaigns or anything. I don't give a shit. I can say whatever I want and what I believe in. Because what I do and what I say, what I fight for, it's not political party and political purposes. It's about my family. It's about my future family. About my children. My future children. I know if I will not do it, if you will not do it, Tommy, no one will do it for us. So if we're not going to do it, Europe will fall. Will fall, and we're going to end up like Roman Empire. It's not the best example, but we're going to fall. They're going to take over. Demography is their weapon. Hijra is their weapon. And it has nothing to do with Islamophobia. It's about numbers. That's why I printed it from Eurostat. It's not our data. From Eurostat. And let's discuss it. If 10 years gives you cities in Great Britain where Christian white children are minority by, 70 to 30 or even more, what's going to happen in the next 10 years? If we're not going to react, what's going to happen? That's why I love Poland. I love this post-communist country because we've been under occupation for 70 years and we know what it means to lose your identity, to lose your freedom, to be taken over. We know what it means. We knew much better after the war and after communism that we have to fight for our identity, we have to fight for our home. That's why streets are clean. When you see a litter or anything, people are picking up because we love this place, because this is our place finally after so many years.
And that's what we're going to see tomorrow. And that's why I love Poland as well, Dom. That's why I love Poland.
But then you have to try our food. We've got some beautiful food.
No, you're not going to convince me on the food, bro. It's like when I went to Germany, I just said, what is going on?
You're going to try a beautiful food.
What's your main dish?
Oh, well, obviously pierogi. We're gonna try Polish pierogi. Then we're gonna try beautiful, typical Polish chicken soup, which is absolutely great. Okay. We've got some Polish sausages, different than British. Polish kielbasa is beautiful, and there is a surprise for you tonight. So you're gonna film it. You're gonna.
Is she 6 foot? Because I know.
You have to remember, Slavic beautiful girls must be respected because they are beautiful. They are smart. That's why I love Poland. As I said, I travel a lot. I used to work in US. I used to work in Great Britain. Now I'm in Brussels. Every single weekend.
Brussels is what's happened there?
What do you mean?
In Belgium, it's gone.
I know what's happened. Listen. I live opposite European Parliament, like 3 minutes from the Parliament. I decided to be close to make it easier for work. We have a park next to the parliament. Next to the parliament. When I moved there, when I was serving my first term, on Friday, I decided I'm going to stay for a weekend. I had some furnitures coming over, you know.
Yeah.
So we stayed for a weekend. Friday afternoon, there's a shooting. My girl was shocked. She was like, someone is shooting. I said, get off. Don't stay next to the window. So I closed the window. Next Friday, there's a shooting again next to the parliament. Third Friday, there's another shooting and stabbing. After 2 months, I said, leave it. Let's watch something. Let's watch Netflix. We changed. We're not watching Netflix anymore. But I said, let's watch something. Just leave it. We get used to it. Next to the parliament, every Friday after the Friday prayer, you've got stabbing, shooting, or they are fighting with knives. Next to the parliament.
I think, am I right? Warsaw's probably the safest capital in Europe. Is it?
one of the safest. Yeah, and unemployment in Poland, the lowest unemployment in European Union, 3.1. How come? Why economy?
Well, they haven't had mass immigration.
There you go.
They haven't had mass immigration.
Mass immigration do not take your housing, do not put your wages down. It is a fact. So all this rubbish about educated migration is full of shit. They want them to make them left, vote for them, elect them. That's the way to do it. And this is why our government, conservative government, said no. 0. None of them will come. 0. Then they killed our soldier, as you know, with the spear on Polish-Belarusian border. Our parliament gathered in 3 days and passed new law. We can use live bullets now. We can kill. If you would try to forcibly cross the border and harm one of our soldiers, you are dead.
That's what we need.
This is what you need. You need action.
In Britain, we will pick you up. We will bring you, whether you're a rapist or criminal, and we will place you in a hotel near all the school children, and you'll be given a card and money and free to roam and rape your way through the country.
If time allows, we're gonna go to the border, and I'll show you how our soldiers operate.
Okay.
No one. If you will try to do it forcefully and harm our soldiers, you are dead. Shot dead. Because they are not keeping their weapons just to show off. They are having these weapons to use it. And it's time to protect our borders, because this is invasion. This is invasion. That's why I don't like this term undocumented migrants. They are not undocumented. They are invaders without documents, because what they do, they destroy their passports, they destroy their fingerprints, and then they're trying to cross the border forcibly, illegally. So this is invasion. We know that. We've seen it for years. That's why if invaders are trying to cross the border illegally, they should be shot dead.
I agree. I think most people watching will. Dom, I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for inviting me.